My name is Rufus Johnson. I am the coordinator and founder of The Real Truth. The major purpose of the Real Truth program is to provide community service in helping officials and others in the community understand what is least known about youth, gang, drugs, and violence. The Real Truth focuses on community presentations and consulting work with practitioners and agencies giving first-hand knowledge from a totally realistic point of view on the reality, education, attitudes, and lifestyles of American youth, especially those of the inner city. Training is accomplished through educational training sections, speaking engagements, workshop and agency training sections. The information imparted through The Real Truth will assist you developing strategies and innovative programs for working effectively with American inner city youth. What you will see next is a tape that was filmed in Chicago with actually gang members dealing with the reality, education, attitude, and lifestyles of these inner city youth.
What's up, Chris? Me too, baby. Okay, come on, Sweet. All these niggas out here. Let's walk with you. Man, we over here. We over here, not over there. Put your face on that way, boy. Come on. About 200,000. Look at where you at. Now take the camera up. Look at where you at. This is our lifestyle of living. This is how we live.
It's our own little city within the city.
What's up, Daddy? I went to 450. I went to 2501. I'm stopping at you. Well, the project, probably how we living, what we mostly doing. Y'all looking nice. You got the jewelry on. Y'all looking fine. That's all I'm doing. I'm walking through. Camera just for the car, brother. Take one of these cars, man. This is what I'm trying to do. This is the Renegade here, right? Okay, what he's doing now, right? He's legal now, right? So you dig what I'm saying? That's his name now. This is the name of the organization, Afro-American Palms in the Game. Okay? Palms in the Game. Okay? That's really no vice out there. So what I'm doing, I'm taking, he came back home because he's legal now, right? So he want to do something like a video or a movie about the project. So what I'm doing, I'm just walking him through, feeling the set. That's all we're doing, just walking through, feeling the set of where he used to live and where he come from. That's all mostly what we're doing. All right?
He got shot for this thing, too.
I'll get with you. What's up, CC? Come on, step over here, brother, holler at me. Come on, swing around here. What's up, man? Huh? What's up with you, man? I ain't seen you over here. What's going on with you, brother? Huh? Here, what's up, Jay?
Tell my dear ugly brother next time.
Don't worry about it. I got you. Hey, I'll get with you in a minute, man. I'm going on in the back. What's been going on over here, man? This has been hectic, man. The drug war, you know everything. You know?
We had a fight yesterday in the West Field. Disciples and Vices. They fighting over turf. Disciples want this building back over here. And the Vices is fighting to keep this one.
So what you think about the gangs, other gangs like the Bloods and the Crips nationally?
They ain't got nothing coming, man. They just been caught on to something, man, you know, and trying to be like the rest of the gang. But you know what's happening. All the brothers up here, we real. Them niggas, they just imitations, man. They killing each other too fast down there. Too fast. You know, we would think about it. Them niggas down there just killing.
So how old would you think one would join a gang? What is a gang?
A gang is a group of motherfuckers getting together, you know, looking out for one another. Well, around here, you know, as you know, grew up, all us stick together, we look out for ours, you know, so whatever they want to call it.
So, what is your definition of a gang?
Well, really, my definition of a gang, I really don't understand the definition of a gang. I call ourselves an organization. The poverty, let me see, how should I say it? Well, I really don't understand the definition of a gang, because I belong to an organization. So therefore, a gang is someone that'll rob and kill old ladies. We don't do that type of stuff. It's a difference between an organization than a gang. A gang don't care about who they hurt. They don't care about what they do. An organization, they do got rules and guidelines they have to follow.
Do gangs have rules? Is a gang different than an organization?
A gang is much different from an organization.
Every gang got rules.
Just like we stand here talking, you see the children all around us. A gang really couldn't have no kids around because they'd be scared for what the kids might overhear.
So what about the safety of the kids? What do they do to protect the safety of the kids?
Well, really, I can't tell you what they'll do to protect the kids. The kids have to hit the floor like everybody else, if you ask me, in my opinion, because the gun have no name, neither do bullets.
Some kids are hear shots. When the person's shooting, they'll run out to see who's doing the shooting instead of trying to duck.
Can you tell me what can one do to come out of a gang or organization to better their lives?
Lead the community.
In the community, you know.
And hope you don't see nobody. Like you go somewhere, establish yourself. You left it alone. You happen to see me. You with some well-respected people. And I holler, what's up, Rufus? How you doing? Almighty. And you ignore me. So it's always gonna follow you a hunch.
You know,
lead, go to what far.
Once
you in, ain't no out.
If I was in the same predicament, I'd do just like you do it. I would go away, what have you, get myself together and come back. I would never forget my hood, because this is where I grew up at. You know, I would never forget nobody.
What about you,
Well, me, you can say I'm doing fine. I ain't on nothing. I don't need nothing. My life is doing great. I wish sometime that the community, the aldermen, the politicians will build something for these kids to play. Look what they playing on. Look what they got. What do they have? They don't have nothing. They don't have nothing.
So can y'all tell me and picture in your mind, when you hear about different gangs in other cities, do you really compare them with what goes on with a notorious gang as Vice Lord, Disciple, Bloods, and Crips?
To my knowledge, yeah, because everybody living rough. Everywhere you go, people living in poverty. You know what I'm saying? Their houses ain't kept up to standards. The government taking everything you own now, even if it don't have anything to do with the government taking that. So, to me, yeah.
So what do you think the government doing to help work with gang members and gang organizations?
Well, to my knowledge, I don't see no benefit. I don't see no loans. I don't see no center built sky high for these kids. Look around. Can't you see? Look what they got to play on.
This same shit still here as when you was here. Still
Look what they
here.
got to play on. Look at the stump hanging up out the ground. And you ask us about gangs? You ask us about property? Yeah, these guys over here want fine cars, want fine clothes. They want to eat the best of food. Look around. Look at the weeds growing tall, badly car, kid get hurt, killed in that car right there. Just look around you, man. Buildings tore down, garbage land everywhere. They can get these guys a job to do this here. This don't take no training. The government got all types of programs he can get these guys. Okay. He can operate, he can organize an operation that can take 50 to 100 guys and give them brooms and dustpan and clean their communities up. And the only thing you have to give is some hot dogs and pops and potato chips. They would love to do that right out here.
Okay, what about guns?
Well, guns gonna be everywhere.
Can you name me some of the guns that some of the members can get their hands on?
Anything that people make. We don't have the guns. We don't have the knowledge to make them. But they hand down to us when the white people get through you. As I should say, correct myself. The European. When the European get through, then they pass it down us. Everything we got was handed down to us. We ain't purchased nothing because we can't purchase nothing. We can't walk in a gun store and lay $5,000 down and say what we want. The white man can. Excuse my French again, the European can. We can't do it. We can't do it. Everything is being handed down to us just like the drug. That's being handed down to us. That's second hand. When they get their top cut, then they hand it down to them. When they get there, then they hand it down to us, and that's why probably is like it is today.
So what you think about the warfare between gangs dealing with drugs? Is it because of territory?
Well, really, it's about survival. If you want to survive out here in life, there's only two things you can do. You can get saved and give your life to God, or you can get out here and try to make it in life without the Lord. But wherever you do, you have to do something. Who you know gonna sit at home and let their kids not have food on their table? If you know a man like that, then you tell me.
They ain't got a job.
You tell me.
They got no job, how your kids gonna eat?
Okay, I want y'all to ask me a question. As I do this video, what can I do to address this towards the government and people that do consulting work dealing with gangs to help deal with the issue?
Take it worldwide. Take it worldwide. Take it all over the country. Let people know that we down here, that we need somebody to help us. They got iced tea. They got Michael Jordan. I ain't seen that one of them come to this community. I'm not talking about the north side. I'm not talking about the south side. I'm talking about ROCKWELL Gardens. That's what I'm talking about. I'm concerned about ROCKWELL Gardens. I love all peoples everywhere. But right now, my main source is right here building this community. Back from where it started from a long time ago. You see the security? Get the security. The security of the building. So the gang won't run out with guns and drugs and stuff like that. That's what he's supposed to be doing. Securing the area for safe enough for the kids to play.
Yeah.
To be truthfully and honest, I think they put it here just to a song. Because they know in their mind they can't get them all. Those that don't use drugs will get killed by drive-by. Those that don't use drugs will get killed in all types of accidents. That's why they put the drugs in the community. For those that don't use drugs.
So what's this area called back here?
It's called Maplewood. Maplewood. This here is called Maplewood. This here still has something to do with ROCKWELL. Called it back. Back here is called, where we come from, the back. Could not be a war.
It's working, man.
7 Up. Good taste. 7 Up.
This is some of the area where a lot of the gang members live, the things that they do. The kids playing everywhere in the playground. So we're gonna swing and go back this way and finish the video on.
They want to be on TV.
They want to be on TV.
Come on,
MT. Stop.
Can I get them flying and cool?
Out there, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard. Be a survivor.
fuck your recreation. They survive over here, brother. Okay.
Hey, you should be chilling in the shade over here, you know what I'm saying? Don't get us eliminated, please. Forget it.
So he live over here. He knows everything. So he comes back, let we're outside of here know that we need help.
We definitely do. Yesterday was about this time. I was passing the people still in the yard. They were shooting like y'all. They came from this way, from that way, from over there in that building. It's stand right, this is 340. But the stuff wasn't happening in 340. It was just happening all in different buildings. They just came to start shooting. Everybody just ran all in the house. Appreciate me. Everything. You know
So
what I'm
how long
saying?
you been living in ROCKWELL Gardens?
I've been living in where I live in 813 for 10 years. I've been living with my mama. She's dead. I've been staying here for about 30 years.
Has it always been gangs here since you've been living
No,
here?
when we first moved over here, this is the nicest place that you want to live. I guess it's the generation that's coming up now, and it's really the parents. They're not teaching their kids, about integrity or being responsible or being reliable or nothing. It's just kids just go on wild. So I hate when I die. I hate to think what's gonna happen to my babies. When what the world gonna come to? Probably the end. They say it's supposed to end soon, so I believe. But the way it's happening, it's not like they fighting like they tore up the plastic map. Where they going? They know they can't go downtown. They ain't even got the carpet. They tore up plastic map because the man won the basketball game and shit. Why is that respecting what they did? When they go down there and tap the damn store, we got to go and shop in.
So what do you think about other community nationwide compared to this situation?
What do I think?
What are some of the things you would suggest parents should do?
Well, first of all, we need some type of program for the younger mothers, because they the one having these babies. To put something on their mind and let them know, hey, don't keep continuing having these babies. Because now people don't even get no check on general assistance now. And so I don't know if they got in their mind that they have another baby, they get more money or whatever. I don't know what's the problem. But they need some type of counseling while they growing up, because they have babies and and no one is counseling these babies, and the kids that's having babies is babies.
Right.
and they ain't getting no consequence. And their mamas, if they ain't on drugs or whatever, that, you know, I drink, you know, that's what I'm trying to say. But I'm just saying, I'm finna move in probably a couple more months from out here because it's too much happening. I've been over here long enough. All together, I said I've been over here about 30 years with my mother, and now I'm over here, and I'm finna leave.
So you can do all you can. You can do all you can inside the house.
Right,
Your
that's
kids
what
steps
you get
outside
their
here,
learning.
you don't know what's going on.
What
My
she
mother
said.
taught me well, folks, down, you know.
Right, you know, you
When I
respect
got out here,
people, say
What
yes.
she said.
these are my friends. You know, I'm gonna do what they do, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta hire my own man.
And it comes from inside the home. They only get so much teaching in school.
Right.
You know,
Some of the kids are scared of the teachers in school.
Excuse me, you was wrong, though.
Wrong about what,
You
brother?
You was wrong for saying it was the parents' fault for the way their kids is going.
It
wasn't
is.
the parents' fault. Some of the parents
It's
got
all,
to work.
it's all added on.
That ain't got nothing to do with working.
They do got something to do with working. Why the mother or father is at work, she don't know what's going. They don't know what's going on.
But you know, when you look, you know right from wrong. When you 3 and 4, 5 years old, a child know right from wrong. That's just common sense. We don't use common sense anymore. Black people don't even use common. They don't even know what it is.
And here, where they got the gate closed here, if the gang members would come out to shoot, the kids could not even run through the gate because they have changes on the back of them gates. So the kids have nowhere to go. Watch the ball.
They got to run all around
See
the
what I'm
building to try to
saying?
get in.
They have to go on both sides of this building to go to the front to be able to go in. They cannot even go in through this way here.
And that's a shooting jump off. Everybody gonna duck and hit the floor. You're gonna look around and see who's gonna get up and who's gonna be laying down that shot.
These houses on this street here, that's the only thing separate the disciples from the vice lord. That's the only thing separate us, is these houses. And then you got a lot here. You got a lot around this corner here where the gangs can still communicate with and go on with the shooting. You got abandoned buildings, as you can see that building there, this big old building here, where a gang member can take another gang member, kill them, take a lady, rape her. You know, there's all sorts of things that just go around over in the community. You got the right type of people behind you, trying to help you, like, keep the gang violence down. Because really, the drugs out here is really going to be sold whether I do it, you do it, somebody going to do it. So most likely what the people have to do is just understand each other, live for respect. This is the only store that we have in the neighborhood between the vice lord and the disciple. So 9 times out of 10, everybody will meet up at this store. This is most likely where all the shooting take places. As we can walk on this side, you can shoot across the street. This is where all the shooting takes place. But you have the disciples to come out of this building here. If you can swing your camera around here, you have the disciples to come out of this building. Okay, then you have the vice lord to come out to your right, over this way. So this is the middle right here. As I just showed you both parts of the building, this is the middle. This is something like a dividing line. The only thing we have going is these houses. Oh, we really don't have a center over here. We don't have nothing for the guys to get out and participate in. You understand me? We have one store that everybody has to go to. So you're going to have the violence between the disciples and the vice lord because there's nowhere for them to go. There's nothing for them.